Hello chess friends, I'm back with the chess problem of the day, and this one is an excellent drawing combination composed by Vasily Smyslov in 2005. So it's an incredibly beautiful one, and basically you can see black is simply about to promote over here. So let me just take you through. Yeah, black is simply about to promote no matter what. If you take the bishop, he's going to capture back with the pawn, and there he will win the game. It looks like a really tough position to draw, or even think of a draw here. Most of us would simply agree that most of us would simply resign the game and agree that we are lost. But in fact, there is a way to save the game, and that is the reason you should study the end games and compositions like this. End game compositions, end game studies, because they teach us not to give up but keep looking for brilliant, resourceful options. So white has a brilliant move here that can not only save the game, but actually it's quite beautiful. So go ahead, like always, pause the video and try to find the move. So white to play and draw. Well, it's fine to theorize upon abstract ideas, yet our plan is formed. Then comes time for the calculation of the details. So we have an idea, that is to get our rook to the square c3. Now that is an abstract idea. If we can do that, we can sack the rook. We're gonna be able to draw. Now that is something of an abstract idea, but we still need to work on the details of that. And this is how the implementation happens. Rook to e3. This is the only move that draws the game, and basically the point is, you realize that white king hardly has any squares. The pawn takes away the square, the bishop takes away the square. Only we have to take away the third rank from the white king to move, and it will be stalemate. And this is the entire theme of the chess problem here. So if he promotes to for example, if he promotes to any minor piece, a bishop, a knight, then we are going to simply play, pardon me for that, then we're going to simply play rook to c3, and that's a double attack, and we're going to win the minor piece. That will be an easy draw, of course. So he has to promote either to a queen or a rook, and in both cases, let's say you promote to a queen over here. Now we have an idea. Rook to c3 is a brilliant idea. It's basically an attraction. It's a double attack. He has to capture it, and after this move, queen controls the squares, bishop controls this, and the rest one square is controlled by the pawn. Basically, it's a beautiful example of a stalemate. So going back, after the move rook e3, obviously he doesn't have to promote. There is something better that he can do, and he can try to go king to d6. Now there is a point behind this move. What is the point? The point is, yes, he allows us to put our rook on c3 square and sacrifice it, but he would like to actually go and support this pawn. In that case, he will have the edge pawn and the correct square corner bishop, in which he might win. So that is his plan. We have to act really fast here. So rook to c3, king e5. The king is trying to approach the pawn. As soon as he supports the pawn, then no matter, even if you sacrifice your rook, it's not going to work, because he will have the right color bishop. You can say this is the correct corner for the bishop. This is the correct bishop. So this is already time is running out for us, and we have to play the move. Rook takes on c2. This is the perfect time. It's removal of the guard. The bishop was actually guarding the h5 and the g4 square, which made a kind of an invisible barrier, and our king cannot come up the board. But after this move, he has to take, and after bishop takes c2, king h5, we are now allowed to move forward. Not just that, we are going to capture the pawn because he's on a dark square, cannot be protected. Luckily, his king is not yet close to the pawn. If he was, that would have been a trouble. For example, if his king was already on f6, he would have simply played king to g7. That is in fact winning for black, because he has the correct color bishop, because h1 square is light square bishop. That's why it's really all about timing, and it starts with rook e3 followed by king d6, rook c3, and you just have to sacrifice the rook as soon as possible in order to get the pawn before the king even tries to support it. That was the entire point of this brilliant combination. And just let me take you to the first position. This position looks absolutely lost, and most of us would have just resigned over here. But this kind of endgame studies shows that there are always some brilliant ideas, and you should keep looking for them. You should not give up, but keep playing until the very last move of chess. And that's chess, or that's what chess is all about. It's a fight. It's a fight to the end. So hope you enjoyed this excellent chess composition by Vasily Smyslov. Until next time, I'm gonna create more videos right now 2 more probably. And so, until next time.